Like, I'm here to make videos,
Nah,
not
yeah, I think
not
all
talk to your manager and then manager's manager and talk to this person and suck this person. Like, bro, I'm here to with the camera. I film, I edit, and I make fire videos. I don't do all that extra. Like, that's just not me. And you guys are in a probably 3x scale. So how did you never let the business get so much in the way that it became unfun? Cause
well, it goes back to when Jay was saying as far as when you're talking about the integrity and shit like that. But I really think it just boils down to what do you value the most. If you value money a lot, you'll do crazy shit for money. It just comes down to desire. The more you want money, you will do anything for money. You will kill people for money. You'll betray your friends for money. You'll put your ass on the internet for money. But it all boils down to your desire for that thing. The more you desire, you'll do anything for the. So when you don't have it goes back to the cup is full. There's not a desire for the external things, and it just comes down to what is it that you do value. With the videos, like you mentioned, it's like we just valued making videos we enjoy making more than the money, more than the clout, more than the fame. So when
Yo, we in here. Today we're going to be talking about what do you value and what are your desires. Now, in this video, we're using the minorities and Nick with this explanation, but when you get down to it and you start learning more about yourself and everything, you got to figure out where you put your value and where do people value you for. So, say I was I was money hungry and I'll do anything. I'm chasing the bag. If you're chasing the bag and your value for money is way higher, then you're going to do way more things for that money. But what is your morals? What do those look like? What are your principles? I know me personally, there's a certain amount of things that I will do and will not do when it comes to making and achieving the ability to get money. So, like, what's his name? Taekwondo. He says death before dishonor. How I take that phrase is when it comes to something like money, girls, fame, you gotta have a limit. I'm not gonna dishonor myself and put myself in a place where I look like a clown or I'm doing things that is morally not right. Then I would die before doing that. I'm not gonna eat somebody because the law says you can eat people. That doesn't work. So, what are your desires? Think about that. Take a second, figure out what do you desire in your life. What is your value for money? What is your value for women, fame, your goals? And really look at yourself and understand what do you place in front of you. Now me, I personally don't really put money on a pedestal. Of course, I need it, but money is only going to solve money problems. I'm not going to be mentally ill and then resort to money to make me happy because it's only temporary. Matter of fact, on my trip, I just had a vacation like last week, and what happened was we was bringing up questions, we was talking, and one of the people that was there was mentioning, he was like, the question I believe was, what is something you could get on a trip that money can't buy? Now, what he said was money can buy happiness, but it cannot buy joy. Now, joy, in his words, was a prolonged happiness, like it's everlasting, it doesn't end just like that. When you think about that quote or what he said, it's like money might be temporary happiness, it's all materialistic. So just because you got that Gucci bag or them nice new shoes, sure, you might be happy about it then, but how long is it going to make you happy? And when you get into that mindset and that headspace, you realize that you shouldn't even value money as high as that. It shouldn't be at the top of your pedestal. It's going to be up there, but there's different things that has to be placed up on your priorities, on your morals and your purpose and your principles. I want you to think, when was the last time money has actually made you extremely happy, and how long did it stay? Because for me, personally, it gets me by. It helps me get to different things. I get to do fun things with it, but it's not like that's what I value on it. I more focus on my peace of mind and what I'm doing for my future. I live in the present moment. And when you live in a state where you're just desiring money where you can do anything, or you're desiring like women, right? You turn into like a slave for it. Why would you slave yourself for something as low as that? I mean, come on, man. You got women walking over you. You got, say if you're a girl, you got men walking over you because you just put your value in that. Now, when you think about value, you got to look at it as, what is your self-worth? If you're in a relationship, or you're a hoe, or you're, what's it called? Just a big spender, a baby daddy, sugar daddy, right? As a hoe, you would be valued for what you give. Now, me personally, I would not want to be only valued and only seen as my dad. Like that doesn't work. I'm a whole person. Why would I want to seclude myself and just make all my value for what I can give other females? Why would you do that? When people value me or talk to me, they more get my character, my purpose, my principles. They mess with who I am, not what I have to bring. Now, of course, my lifestyle, the way I live, I bring certain things and different things, but me personally, they're going to always mess with my vibe and who I am rather than what I'm doing and what I have to give. If you're a cool person, you're nice to talk to, and you really relay messages nicely, then people will start realizing that, I like being around this person. I don't care about what he got going on or what they got to bring. I don't care about the money. And that's why I say if a person, a limp, that's a Taekwondo saying, a limp was to have money and value himself off of all that money, once that money is gone, his value is gone. Who he is has left him. But once I, for say, was in some dumb situation where I lost all my money, my value never left, because people don't value off of my money. They value me for me. I can live and constantly just receive everything because it's just my personality, who I am. I'm an introvert, so I stay by myself a lot, but I'm good at being social. So when I'm socializing, I actually bring and build connections to people where they actually love to hear me talk. They like to hear me talk and express things and share my opinions. If you can't build that value in yourself, then you can't explain anything. When you're going on your journey for learning your self-worth, I suggest you look at yourself in the mirror. Break yourself down, figure out what you are, who you are, and learn to love yourself. I mean, today I feel like everybody's so focused on why they hate themselves where they forget to love themselves. I couldn't be in a relationship and have a woman tell me she loves me before she loves herself, because then I wouldn't take it seriously. I can't love somebody else if I don't love myself. So how could you do that? Because then it ultimately leads to something even more drastic. It doesn't mix well. That's why when you search for love and you're constantly just like, oh, nobody loves me, and you're down because of it, you don't get that chance because you don't love yourself. If you can't love yourself, how can you love somebody else? Tell me. I mean, you are the only person that will be able to talk to yourself without using your mouth. You literally, your body, yourself, you are able to think about everything you're about to do without saying anything. You're your own writer. You're always stuck in your skin. Why be mad at yourself and constantly depressed or constantly like bringing yourself down when you have to live with yourself? You're your only roommate. So, in this video, they explain where they put their values at and how they actually didn't let the lifestyle get to them. When people get in this position, they like to let that lifestyle control them. So, say they was religious or was talking to God, right? When you get to that point, everybody says it. Don't forget God. Like, he's the person that helped you get there. When you get to that headspace and that lifestyle, people tend to forget and let things slip by. So if you can't be humble here mentally, then you're not going to be humble physically, materialistically. You're just going to be throwing your money. Where's your money go? Where's your money valued? What do you do? What are your desires? What are you doing with that money that you're making? I explain, my desire was to never have to worry. If you look at it as that's unreasonable, illogical, you need to do some work, because that just tells me that I have a goal that I will never stop striving for, even if it seems unrealistic. That's the point of it. It's insatiable. It's not able to be satisfied. The point is to continue pushing yourself, because then once you get to that point where you're not doing anything with your life, I don't care if you're 20 years old or 60 years old. Once you get to that point where you don't need to do anything in your life, then what else are you here for? What is your mission? What is your purpose after that point? You don't have anything to work towards or strive towards or look towards. I couldn't have me a housewife if she's not ambitious. If I'm having a wife or even a girl, they would have to be ambitious, because I don't want them to only follow my dream. I want them to create their own dream, give themselves their own mission, their own purpose, their own thing to do, because that's constantly giving me something to climb towards, something to work towards, forward to, look forward to. In a world where money is perceived as the top dollar to all your problems, you gotta break it down and understand, what is that money gonna get you? Why do you value that money so much? People are gonna always say, you gonna do this? Would you do this? Or would you sell your pride for $2 million? Okay, $2 million, but your pride is gone. You just lost it like that. Me, morally, I could not do it. And you're gonna say in the comments, I'm saying that now until the thing is offered in front of me, but I genuinely feel like even then I could make that myself. Like, if it's a number that I could make anyways, why would I sell my pride for it? I wouldn't sell anything like that for it. And even if it was a higher number, at that point, what is the point of the money? If I could get generational wealth by myself and you're topping that with extra stuff, what is the point of it? Once you get to a certain level, money literally becomes worthless, because you can buy anything you want. You could do whatever you want with it. And you're not going to really need to deal with, you're not going to feel no effect Okay, I want some Skittles. Buy the Skittles just like that. You don't, without a second thought. You want a new car. Boom, like that. After a certain amount of money gets in your account, what's the point of having it? So figure out what you value and what are your desires. That's gonna do it with today's video, and we is out.